and please bear with me right now. I'm still sick, but I said this is not gonna let my lives be. Even if they get a bit shorter right now, I'm still gonna be here to inspire you and motivate you. So today's topic is about labels, and I mean the labels that you have for yourself, labels that you put on others, labels that we create to get some kind of meaning or significance or value, because people see labels differently. There are those that see having the label of being a doctor as something very important because they have studied very long, and then you have the label of being the boss. That's also something that could be very important for many people. But what labels are you using? And for me, it's actually really hard because I have thought so much about this labels thing. And now that I have connected with so many people around the world, and people ask me where I come from and what do I do, and ask me to tell them about me. For me, it's hard. It's because it's kind of working against my beliefs, I guess. Because the normal phrase would be, well, I'm Liana, I come from Colombia, I live in Sweden. I'm a mother of two, wife to my husband, been together for 15 years. And there is I'm a mother, that's one label. I'm a wife, I'm from Colombia, I live in Sweden. And I am born in Colombia and I'm very proud of it. But I wouldn't say that I am Colombian, and I wouldn't say that I'm Swedish, because I have taken this mixture of the cultures where I have lived, not only Colombia and Sweden, but everything that I have lived, because I would like to say I'm a citizen of this world. That's it. This labeling about where I come from. Understand me right, I'm happy and proud about my country where I was born, but it doesn't really it doesn't really mean that has nothing to do with me other than saying which country I was born in. And I wouldn't say that I'm Swedish either, because I have lived here most of my life, but I'm not totally Swedish. I'm not the typical Swedish, and I'm not the typical Colombian. I'm me, and I'm so please understand me right, but I'm a little bit sick about these labels. I'm sick about having to, who are you? I am proud to be a mom. I am happy that I'm a wife. And those are normal labels. But then there we have all these labels that maybe are not that important. Labels like, I was the nerd in school, or labels that I'm not good enough, or the labels that I'm not that kind of person. When you are putting your people in groups and putting yourself in a group, that's labeling. And why is that even important? What does it matter if you are, that these labels are supposed to do the person that you are? Because sometimes labels are just meaningless. They don't actually describe who you are. Because like I have said earlier, you are whole and complete no matter what you believe. The whole idea of me trying to motivate and inspire you is for you to understand that it doesn't matter what has happened, and it doesn't matter your false beliefs. I want you to help you to get out of that, to become better, to become that great person that you're aiming to be. And it doesn't matter my beliefs, and I don't think it really matters if you believe in God or in Allah or in Buddha or whatever it is. I can't believe that whoever made us or made you or whatever has put us to this earth to just do the same thing over and over again. I mean, the Bible, it says something up like, we are made out of God's own picture. So if it is that way, wouldn't we be all amazing creatures that can create and can make so much more and full of love? So why don't we actually live the life to the fullest and be that great person that you can be without putting labels on yourself? Labels that, like I said, don't always help you. And actually don't think that because you have a certain label that you're better than someone else. That's also a thing. That's classifying people depending on the labels that they have. You know, it's so much triangle like. You know, you have the king, you have the president or whatever, and it's so much, and that's the way it is in many places where people work. And it shouldn't be that way. Of course, someone that is up higher should have more control because they have done it longer or because they have studied for that or whatever. But it doesn't mean that that person is better than you in any way, or that you are better than anyone either. As a person, you can be better at a certain thing, doing certain things, because you have studied more, or you have been working with that more. But as a person, we're all equally worth. And that's why I'm so anti-labels, and I get more and more anti-labels because it doesn't help the society, doesn't help how the world works in many places, and it really is a shame. So, what labels are you putting or do you have about yourselves? And I think, the purpose of this live is to actually make you think twice about what labels you give yourself or what labels you give other people and what connection you have in there. Because if you put someone, you have a label for a certain kind of people, like you actually have a certain kind of people. You put them there, then they're a certain way. Does it really mean that you have to behave a certain way with those people, with all of them? We're all different. It doesn't matter if you are let's say if you're sitting in a meeting with 100 doctors, it doesn't matter that they all have the title as doctors. They still will be all very different because there's no one else like you or like me or like anyone. We are one. We are special, all of us. And if we are created as the picture of our Creator, then we're perfect. And like I said, I don't think this has to do, I don't want to draw this like a religious kind of way because I'm pretty sure that we all have different religions and way of seeing the creation, how it started and everything. But if you put it that way, I think it's more easy to relate that we are all special and we don't need the labels. And like I said, many people ask me where I come from. I say, I come from Colombia. But what does it tell them? It only tells them that I was born there. Nothing else. It doesn't tell them what kind of person I am. So think about it. What kind of person are you really? What kind of person are you really going to be? What labels can you let go of? What labels don't serve you? And stop labeling other people. So you guys, I hope this has waking something up, a little bubble somewhere. And I wish you guys the best evening, and I am going to bed now. So I wish you all a great night. Take care.